In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a basic light system, or a light switch. The light switch I'll be showing you how to make is like this. So here's the button, and there's your light. So when I press this button, the light is off. Please follow my steps very closely and do exactly as I do. The first step in making a light switch system is to first make a button. So if you don't know how to make a button, please look at one of my past videos on how to make it. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a button real quick. So this part will be our button's place point. So we're gonna make this part metal, and then copy, make it smaller, stick it out a bit, change it up like this, and then alright, so basically when we push this down, this will turn off the light. So this will represent our button for now. So now the next step is wiring the button. So what you want to do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the button, make this part smaller like this, and then I'm gonna copy it again, move it right next to this. And since it's gonna be a button, we're gonna need to add a third receiver. So I'm just gonna move this down. So here's receiver 1. So what we're gonna do is set transparency to -500. Name this receiver 1. This one right here is receiver 1. We want the button to go like fast, right? Like we want to instantly click it and then it'll turn off the light. So we're gonna set the time to like 0.0001, which will set it to 0. And then over here we're gonna add another texture. This will be receiver 2, -500 transparency, and it's already receiver 2, but now we need to set the speed to 001. And then now the third receiver. So set transparency to -500. This is receiver 3, and you don't have to change the speed, but I'm just gonna do it just in case. And since it's receiver 3 is gonna contact receiver 4, which will be attached to the light, and then when receiver 3 messages receiver 4, the light will turn off. Also, so receivers 3 and 4 have to be the same color. So we're gonna make this receiver 3 CGA brown. Alright, next thing's next. We gotta click them all, shift plus click, and then the button, and then shift G, and then now we type the command WC. So now we should have our button basically. Oops, here's our button. Right now it doesn't do anything, but we're gonna make the light now. Now the next step is making the light. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our light model. So this part will represent our light. I'm gonna pretty it up real quick. So metal, we're gonna make it a nice dark stone gray. We're gonna make this a little thicker, and then I'm gonna copy it, shrink it down a bit, move it directly under. Now this part will be the neon part that shines light. So neon, we're gonna make it a little brighter, and then we're gonna press U, and we're gonna add any type of light you want. In this situation, I'm gonna add a surface light. We're gonna place it at the bottom, and I'm just gonna make it 5, brightness to 5. So now we have our basic light. So what we're gonna do now is wire it, and the way they wire lights is they have one receiver above, like up here somewhere, and then the second receiver down here. So those receivers will guide the light into the ground where it can't shine, giving the appearance that it's off. So let me demonstrate. So let's see. So this, I'm just gonna copy this, make this smaller, and then I'm gonna move it up here. And then now this is receiver 1, set transparency to -500. Receiver 1, okay, so you really do want to set the speed as fast as you can. So it should be like 0.00000001. If it says 0 like that, then that means you're good. And then after that, you copy, move it down as low as you can, and then this will be receiver 2. So like when the button is pushed, receiver 1 will guide the light into the ground where it can't shine. So now we have that, but we need to connect it to the button now. So what we're gonna do now is add the third receiver. and this will be receiver 4. Also, since receiver 3 over here is colored CGA brown, we have to color receiver 4 the same color. So now what we're going to do is group the receivers with the neon part, not the entire light, the neon part. And then we're going to shift plus G to group, and then we're going to use the command WC. So basically now we should have a light switch. So when I push this button, the light is off. And when I push it again, the light turned back on.